Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. So this is a core that I never thought we were gonna get on iRacing, mainly due to the licensing stuff, and that's the Ferrari 499P. Now, that was a little bit of a surprise, but at the same time, iRacing's pretty close to the Ferrari, so that also kind of makes sense to me. But what's even more of a surprise, they're putting this together with the IMSA cores. And I believe they're going to join the IMSA series, even though they're not in IMSA for the GGP class. So this is our first hypercore of iRacing, and it's awesome. I heard it's pretty awesome. Now, there have been a bit of an uproar about this core named the accurate power system because it's kind of ripping off from the 3013 for the America's Formula 1 core. So there's a little bit uproar about it because it's been like 2 years when the 3013 system was supposed to be a placeholder, but they ain't put in the correct hybrid system yet. But I mean, hopefully iRacing will get around to it. It's a little bit concerning for me because I do expect iRacing to pride themselves in wisdom. And iRacing staff had commented on the messaging board that they're working on it. They're still working on it. They're gonna, give full feedback to the community feedback about the uproar that's been going on for a few days now. Now, another big concern with this core is it's too high of a downforce in corners. It's attacking corners at like 40 or 50 mile per hour, kilometer per hour over where it should be. So 50 kilometer per hour is like about 30 mile per hour faster in corners than it should be in real life. So that's like the bigger short-term concern. This core is too fast compared to in real life. So I'm sure iRacing's working on a patch for this core to go down in a month or two. I do not expect this to be a short-term fix. I do not expect them to, be able to slow down the cores in such a short term. And I do not expect them to bring the correct system for the hybrid system for another season or two. I do not expect them to be short-term fixes. But in the meanwhile, we're going to enjoy the core for what it is. And it's going to be a high downforce monster, kind of comparable to Formula 1 cores. So, yeah, I had to say it right up the front. Because I know there'll be some comments about, oh, this core's not accurate, or this core's unrealistic. Yes, I know they're not realistic at the moment, but at the same time, this is a freaking Ferrari 499P. It won the Le Mans race in 24 hours last year. It's a Le Mans winning core, so that's like a big freaking deal to have on iRacing. At the same time, this is our freaking race core, and we're gonna try it out here at Watson Glen because I love this track. So we're gonna try it out at this place, and we're gonna try out the new tires that the GGP cores had gotten. But it's probably gonna be tough to tell what these tires are supposed to do when this core has too much downforce. So we'll try out the new tires and the new rain tires. And we are gonna. Oh, I guess we're not using the boot. Oops, I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, so we are gonna try out this core in a fisted profile setup. So this core is probably only gonna last a couple laps. Now we're gonna try out this beast here today, and we're gonna have some fun. Again, this was supposed to be the boots version, but we got the NASCAR layout instead. I apologize for that. Alright, we are gonna test it out now. And I expect this video to have a lot of views, so you're checking out the core, checking me out. Thank you very much. You guys are the best. Alright, here we go. I'm taking it easy. So the biggest thing that I've been told about this new tires, it's gonna be colder to start off. It's gonna take a little bit more time to warm up. So keep that in mind. This car is supposed to have really good tires after a couple of laps. Like bigger skeep from cold tires to warm tires. Oh my gosh. This really had a lot of damn force. Should not be attacking the bus stop. Alright. Yeah, this car is gonna rip around the track. This thing's a ripper. It's ripping. This feels easier to drive, but that makes sense because there's way more damn force now. But this feels almost too easy. Alright, it's not perfectly easy with just the bus stop, but gee. It doesn't feel super slidey anymore. And we're gonna spin out. Too much braking. Alright, let's try again. Still have to watch the braking. But the biggest thing I'm noticing right now is it's kind of catching the slides now. Like you can feel the edge of a grip a little bit more now with these tires. And I wonder if that's part of the reason why there's more grip overall. Make it a lot easier to drive. I got to do better with the bus stop. This is literally the first time I'm driving this car. I did not test or anything. That's why it's all very real and raw. This is my first time driving this car. It's my first time testing out the new tires for GGP. It's ripping. It's ripping. Holy crap. This is incredible. This is incredible. It just rips. Oh yeah, it's just getting faster and faster with the tires warming up. This feels like a rocket ship. And this is like the easiest fast car I've ever driven on iRacing. By far the easiest fast car I've ever driven. This thing's crazy. Oh, I hit the wall. Alright, well that's not gonna help things. Yeah, real damage. But you all get the point. This thing's a freaking beast. By far the fastest car I ever driven by racing. Well, no, I wouldn't say by far, but it's one of the fastest cars I ever driven on the road. And it's also the easiest fast car I ever driven. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That thing is glued to the corners. And I can see why lap times are faster on wheel stick. It's just sticking to the track a little bit too much. That's for sure. It's really sticking to the track. It's unbelievable, man. So here it roars. Hear that. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? Alright. We are gonna switch over to the rain. So hang on tight for a second. I'm gonna, lower it up again. Here. And I'm gonna make sure we're on the boot version of a track. And we are gonna do forecast. Give me a second. See what happens if I do this. I'm playing around with the weather system here, trying to see if this works. Alright, test drive. Let's see what happens. So I'm doing like heavy rain right before the practice, and then spotty heavy rain right and then minutes before practice, and then I got like clear sky right after the practice start. So we'll see how this is gonna do. I'm hoping for like spotty weather conditions, spotty weather track, spotty track with the rain lines. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to do like driving track condition, wet to dry. So the simulator is still loading up. It's coming. And we are at 90%. So we'll make sure we're loading up the boot version this time. Yeah, here we go. That's what I was hoping for. Drying condition like this. And we are gonna go with this crowfine wet. So yeah. Sorry, I was sneezing. Did I put wet tires? Yeah, I did. So I put the wet tires on. And getting the overlays back here. And we're gonna finish putting in the overlays. Let's try this. I was hoping for a little bit more wetness here, but I'm gonna take this. Oh yeah, it's pretty wet. It's still pretty wet. Yeah, it's drying up pretty good. Wow, I was sliding and all of a sudden it's not sliding anymore. Oh, I'm a rubber. Got on the rubber there. Yeah, you can see the shiny port. That's the rubber. You can really see the rubber now. So iRacing got like this new line system now, and that's making it easier to see the rubber. Where it's like really shiny. And I'm trying to stay off the rubber here to go fast. Yeah, you can see the rubber. Look at that. That's amazing. That's amazing. I feel like it's more catchable in the rain with the new tires. I feel like it's easier to catch the slides with these tires. It's like definitely super grip for the rain. Oh yeah. It's a lot easier to drive in the wet now for this car. Try and stay off the rubber here. Stay off the rubber. Oh man. It's snappy, very snappy. I'm gonna brake a little bit early. Oh, yeah, we're in grass. It's still hard. It's still hard. That's where it should be. It's still supposed to be pretty hard. It's not like fully easy, so bear that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be like cheat grip in the wet. You're supposed to slip on your ass and spin out. You're supposed to still spin out. It's all about pushing the car as much as you can without spinning out. The bus stop is real cute. The bus stop is real killer in the wet. That is terrifying. That is terrifying. In real life, I can't imagine. You know, it's just terrifying. It's a little bit easier, but it's still terrifying as ever. If that makes sense. Going down where there's no rubber. And try to cross over and drive. Drive from the non-rubber ports for more grip. But wet driving should be more fun with these tires, I think. But you can't like completely push through or you'll spin out. I'll show you what I mean. If I'm gonna try push out here on the rubber, like this, it's gonna lose the grip. And I'm on the rubber again. It's fighting me on the grip. And I'm gonna stay on the rubber, show you how hard it is. So that's my noble braking line here. Okay, well that's a little bit easier than I thought it would be. Oh, there we go, there we go. I was on the rubber and we spun now. That's what I'm talking about. See, I got on the racing line, which is just, you see it's all shiny here. That's the rubber. You want to stay off of it in the wet. So I'm gonna set off all of this. And I was just struggling. So this was a little bit easier than I thought it would be here. I was right on the racing line here. And I thought I was gonna show you how I'm gonna spin now. But I guess I was kinda sideways. I was a little bit sideways, but I was able to keep going. And then I got on the rubber here. You know, I'm turning in on the racing line where the rubber is. You can see it's a little bit shiny on the inside, and I'm just losing it. I'm losing it. It's game over. Crash. That's how it's supposed to be. So yeah. Some wet racing lessons for y'all. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a little bit terrifying, but we made it work. So yeah, there you go. I hope you're enjoying this. It's not the most pretty review, but hopefully you're enjoying the rawness of it. You know, I was just figuring out how it's working in the wet, how it's working on the dry, how I'm learning here. This is how I learn. Just finding my limits, finding where there's grip, where there's no grip. I'm just finding my limits, trying different things, learning. So, hopefully y'all learn from this one. I hope y'all enjoying this. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and that's all I have for y'all.